Are you still trying to figure it out? Stop it!
Okay, well, maybe. Okay, well, maybe. Okay, well, maybe.
Are y'all ready for this?
Hello, hello. Let me get all this down. If I ever get all of that up and running correctly, I'm telling you, we're gonna have a party. Okay, I think we're all on now.
What is that?
Man, I'll tell you what.
Oh, there it is. Like as soon as I put the unmute back on, or I put the sound back on, I started hearing like a song playing, and I'm just like, "What is that? Are you playing music for us?" But no, it was just my Spotify playing the music for me.
I know that we have a couple that'll pop on later. So I hope everybody's had a good week. What was that?
What?
It had to have came from Urian because it did not come from mine.
Oh yeah, I had dropped my phone, and when I tried to catch
Oh.
that, my spoon flicked off because I off my ice cream thing. I was about to start eating, so it was like one thing after another.
Yeah, it's been that way this week. It's been a weird week. I don't know why. It's just, but hey, nobody I knew died this week. So I guess that's a good thing.
You're knock on wood right now.
Man, I'm telling you, it's been a really bad summer. It's like I'm walking around with this death shroud around me. I've had more people and things that I know die this summer. It's just been insane. So Miss Coffee, hello. Welcome to our chaos. How long have you been a stay and who is your bias? Let's just get right down to like
Nitty gritty.
yeah,
The nitty-gritty.
the interrogation, I guess. I don't think I ever asked JJ that either.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
crap.
think her bias was Jensen, I want to say, or Felix, one of those.
Oh, Felix.
One
It was Felix because I was
Felix.
showing the Felix magazine I got, and she was like, "My bias." If you have a chance to get that magazine and you're a Felix person, I suggest highly that you do it because it's got a lot of cool little stuff in it. Uh, you know what? I know that there's been a lot going on this week, but I can't remember any of it. Like I really can't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember this week. I've been working on my house though, so maybe that's why.
is butter pecan usually a weirder color?
Butter pecan's like a yellowish, like darker than a French vanilla,
Like, look,
but
you see?
sometimes it's more
It looks
white. I don't know.
brown. Yeah, look, you see? Look, you
It
see
de-
that color?
yeah, that's sort of color.
That's the right color.
Yeah.
You see, I've eaten a lot of butter pecans in my day, ma'am, and this is the first time I've seen that color. So I keep trying to look for like an
Is it a
expiration
different
date.
brand?
No, it's the same brand I always get.
That's weird. Maybe somebody in the colorant department messed up.
I know
As long as
you
it
had
tastes
one job.
okay. I know,
I
right?
was actually scared to taste it because I was just like, that looks weird.
100% French. Are you the one I was talking to the other day?
Yeah, it was
Winter
like
2023.
damn.
Winter 2023. So you're a rock star, like after rock star stay. Oh, you're an OT8. Okay, that works. I'm OT8. I just have like a Lino bias, and as far as Racha's, I'm a dance Racha bias.
I'm
So
OC8, but Channy does it for me. He is my ult, my ult, my
just tell
soon-to-be
him,
husband.
yeah, exactly. I was about to say,
My
just put it out there.
my soon-to-be husband. Hopefully, if he ever gets the message.
Did you I don't remember if they were at the fan meet or what, but somebody was asking Ian how he likes living with Channy, and Ian's
Oh
like, he
yeah.
drives me nuts. Every time I walk in, he's like doing more remodeling or decorating or something like that. That cracked me up. I can't see Channy as a decorator, but
See, that's funny because I would be doing the same crap because with my OCD, I like to rearrange things all the time because it's just
I bet
I don't
that's
like
what
that
it
spot anymore.
is. Because Channy, Channy's OCD.
I feel
He's
like, I
got to
just don't
be.
like it there anymore. I need it somewhere else. Like that's just not doing it for me.
Yeah, well, that's funny. I just laughed.
I would marry that man in a heartbeat. He can come up to me in rags. And if he asked me to marry him, I would no doubt marry this man in a heartbeat.
Well, whoever bags him is going to be a very lucky person.
You know
Well,
what's funny?
Somewhat. I mean, looking at the state of Stayville right now, I'm not sure I'd want to date any of them in that group, but there's that.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I just find it super sad that people like idols have to literally get divorced in order to keep their loved ones secure. It's just asinine.
That would make me the perfect candidate because as of this moment, we live in two different parts of the world. So texting, calls, FaceTime, not really getting to meet up because he's busy and I'm busy and stuff like that. So as of this moment, while he's an idol,
while he's an idol, it's better to stay in two different countries and then he needs to move to America where people don't give a crap about idols and stuff like that. You've always got your paparazzi stalkers, but it's not like the little
they can't stalk my FaceTime.
Yeah, no.
They can't stalk my text. How would they know?
However, we were talking about this earlier. I am super glad that Channy is finally standing up for him and the kids, because the majority of stay is over this crap. We're so over it. Like, if we could reach through the screen and throw punch these people, we would.
Mm. And you know what else though? Have you noticed that the boys don't really get photographed here in America?
Yeah.
So hello.
Except by stays who are stalking them, which bad.
But you
bad.
you still really ever see that. You know, like they don't, it's not like they like follow them to different places that they go to. The
Well,
only
some
time I've
do.
ever seen that actually happen was in Paris.
Um, I'm just gonna put that. If I saw them, yeah, I probably would take pictures and video. I probably wouldn't post them, but we don't get fan meets. We don't get broadcasts. We don't get stuff like that. So we don't have the opportunity to get the photos of the
And how much
idols.
do you want to bet that they would so gladly even take pictures with us if we wanted to? And some, depending on the situation, really, because we don't get fan meets. So of course, like it would be a nice opportunity to actually meet international stays face to face that they
Their
would do in Korea.
their management would not let them. Because remember when they went to Disneyland, and these stays saw them and was trying to take a picture, and the manager jumped right in front of the phone, and I'm like, rude.
That was before contract. That was before contract. We
True,
don't know
but
what this new
I don't
contract like.
I don't know that the contract in that respect would have anything different.
You know
So
what's funny though? So the other day, my mom was like saying something, and she basically told me, she's like, you know what though? You hooked me. I want an Asian grandbaby now, so you can either marry one or hook up with one. Either way, I want an Asian grandbaby. I don't care.
okay, you've got your task, Claudia. Get to it.
I know.
you
I
need
know.
you need to find instead of what is it, farmers, that like matchup for farmers, you need like an Asian matchup website.
They do have
But
those, but how
you have to be super careful, because that
Asians
that
don't
one
do that many dating sites. If they do it for
no
like to either cheat with their spouse or to get money or something.
yeah, it's very sketchy. I follow that one lady, they call me Opa or something, whatever her name is, and she's really been talking about like the domestic violence and the other violence, the assault, exy the ex assault and stuff. And it's really sad that their culture is so patriarchal that women really don't have a chance over there. Like, they can be ganged up on, and it's not that big of a deal to their laws and things. So I mean and she was talking about, you have to be really careful, because every day 1.8 Korean women die or are killed, and it's usually from domestic or something like that, because a lot of their culture, just, I mean, women are to breed. That's what they're for. They're not actual humans. And I'm sure that a lot of males, not a lot, I'm sure males are not necessarily that way, but when their culture allows it, they have that opportunity and they tend to take it. It's really sad.
No, honestly, that's why Korea is getting to that point where they're doing like a freaking dating speed dating festival type thing, and they're gonna pay you to date their men
Well, because the Korean women
and
don't
win.
want to date their men. They already know that they are supposed to be submissive, and you're supposed to stay home and be a brood mare, and he can go out and he can spend all your money. He can go out and he can have affairs after affairs. He can bring that stuff home to you. And you have no legal recourse. And I just find that extremely
Mm.
sad that a country like South Korea is that backwards in some aspects. But yeah,
That's the
so
thing
you
about
just have to And that's why their birth rate is going down, is because the Korean women are marrying foreign men and leaving the country.
Well,
And
now they're allowing that, but they don't want them to leave the country. They're paying them to stay within the country. So basically, they're opening applications to foreigners to date their people, like whether it's the females or males, whatever, to date them. And if you meet their parents, they'll give you like $5,000. If you become a couple, they'll give you like $3,000 or something. If you get married, they'll give you $20,000, no, $14,000. And if you they'll also give you, they'll either put a down payment on your house or they'll pay for your rent for 5 years.
Yeah. I mean, if you're a government and you're having to pay people to marry your people, maybe you should take a look at why that is. Just saying.
It's not just in Korea either. They're doing the same thing in Japan. And I heard that they're also doing it somewhere else. I don't remember where. But it's not just in Korea. Like apparently Japan schools, their elementary schools are basically bare because they have no kids going there because there's no kids to go.
Wow, really? I did not know that. I wonder why that is. I mean, they haven't had the same things like China had that thing where you could only have one kid, so most of them chose boys. Well, now they can't figure out why their population is declining. Well, you killed all the females. I don't but do you think these men are going to breed and mate and pop out babies together? I don't
know.
It was extremely short-sighted, but I did not know about Japan. Japan treats their women pretty well. Like when you're on your menstrual cycle, you get paid time off and things like that. So I don't know why they're not staying unless they're just leaving the country or just don't like Japanese men, I guess.
I just think it's that. I think it's just like to them, foreigners are just more exotic, and they've always been the type that likes exotic things. So
yeah, could be.
The Jam music video, I have to agree, I loved it so much. I literally was just like, oh my gosh, this is fantastic. The part when he was literally vibrating, I saw that and I was just like, bro, that doesn't even look like effects. That looks like it's actually them doing that, and it looks so cool with it. They look like they had so much fun.
It probably is because in La 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 they do that vibration thing. I don't know how they do it, but they look like they're vibrating, and I'm like, wow, that's cool. My body would just jiggle like Jello, but okay.
No, honestly, same. Like you could feel it when you move.
With
kind of jiggle.
Which men, Miss Coffee? Do you have a name? I feel strange calling you Miss Coffee. You don't even have to use your real name, just a name. Yeah, I just all I can say is if you're stay off Twitter because it's just I thought I had my timelines. I thought it was all nice and pretty and peaceful, and now I'm having to go through and block all these people all over again because it's not nice and peaceful anymore, and I'm tired of seeing the crap.
No, for the first couple years that I was a stay, I was not even on any social media whatsoever. That kind of hurt me a little bit in a lot of aspects that I missed out on. But when I did get into social media and I started like getting updates, it was nice at first, but then like I rarely ever go in.
It got toxic really fast.
Yeah.
Like I keep hiding these disgusting hashtags and they keep popping up and I'm like, how many times do I have to hide this crap before you get the hint that I don't want to see it? So, well, hello, Marianne, and welcome to the chaos. I think we're just going to be doing a lot of chatting tonight because it's been a weird week and I don't think we've really put that much in Discord this week. In fact, I don't remember putting anything in there, but that doesn't mean I didn't.
I think I've only seen the news put in there.
Yeah, that's probably all I've done. Liz has put some stuff in there. So
oh yeah,
Liz, do you want to come online and talk about your stuff you put in the Discord? Or What do I like about the members? When the boys found me, I did not find them. They literally found me. So if you ever hear the phrase "stray kids find you when you need them the most," that is an absolute for me. I know several stays that has been an absolute for them because I never researched anything Korean, K-pop, or otherwise. So the fact that Hyunjin's fan cam on Backdoor when he had that long blonde hair kept popping up on my FYP, it took me a while. It took me several weeks to actually watch it. It was quite annoying that this thing kept popping up. And that's how they found me. And once I started, well, first
They're
it was
like, we will not
Hyunjin,
be
and I was like,
forgotten.
well, I was a dancer for like several years. And so I was like, God, he's really, really good. And then I decided to start listening to the rest of their music, and Maniac came on. And so, you know, that Felix effect. Because I'm looking at the members and I'm like, where did this voice come from? Because none of these guys look like they have this voice. And after that, it was kind of downhill from there. And I started watching their content, and I had never laughed that hard in years. I mean, I was at a very, very bad place. I was 3/4 of the way over the cliff. So the fact that they made me laugh so hard, and they just were so genuine and so not fake. Like they weren't acting. You could tell that this is exactly how they are. And so that honesty on them, on themselves, really drew me in, and I fell in love with them. Went down the rabbit hole. Took me forever to learn the difference between IN and Lee No, because it was Maxident. And you know, some of those pictures of Maxident, they look exactly the same. They look like freaking twins.
And you know what
So
though? I do have to give credit to JYP with that one a little bit, not with the Lino thing. But the fact that that was one of the things that he mentioned when it comes to becoming an idol is to never act on camera like how you wouldn't act on in real life, or and vice versa. Like I have to give him credit for that, because you know those boys really took it to heart,
yeah,
and they really do that.
They
Like
are what you see.
Like
They
sure,
are
you
what
can
you see.
you get their little bit of acting here and there with some of the stuff that they do, like the fan services and stuff like that, like of course, but most of the things that they do are pretty genuine, and I'm sure most of the fan services they do, they like really like to do that as well, but like they have fun with it. I'm sure they have a laugh about it later on.
I would love to see, well, I don't even think we have to see it. We already know how much improvisation that they do. You know, they do not follow. I don't think they've ever followed the script like it was supposed to be.
Honestly,
and you can always tell because Han is such a tattletale. Like they'll do something that wasn't on script, and he looks straight at the camera like, and I'm like, just go with it, dude.
it's called improvising.
Yeah. I mean, the boys, they're so genuine and they're so funny, and I just absolutely adore them because of that. And they're very real. They so love Stay. And I know how disappointed they probably are when we act up sometimes. I'm disappointed.
And yeah, and you know what? Nothing hurts more than getting scolded for something you didn't do, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. You know, I can't be like, it wasn't me, but he's talking in a general. So I'm just
But
like,
see, I wasn't like that. He was scolding, and I was like, go Chan. Not that they listened to one word of what he said, but
you know what, JJ? Ken's like helpful voice and advice for life. I feel so bad for the stays that did not get to actually experience Chan's room live.
Yeah.
It's just not the same, because being able to like put the live on the TV screen or on a laptop screen or something, and just like getting to listen and interact with him and everything, like it felt like you're actually talking to him, like he's talking back to you. It was felt like he was actually there in the room with you, and it felt like such a safe space and so warm and inviting in a lot of ways that it was just
his voice is just naturally so calming to me, and I don't know if that's anybody else, but to me it's just very calming. One of my very first Chan's room that I can remember is when he was doing the quiz thing, and it was popping up over his head and says like, you will have kids, and he's like, I already have 7. That was one of the first lives I remember watching. And even though some of his lives he went completely Korean because people were pissing him off, that I was okay with that. I don't have to know what he's saying to listen to his voice, and it was so soothing and just peaceful. And yeah, I really feel bad for the newer baby stays that have never and probably will never see a live Chan's room. So
now he's been giving us the Instagram lives. That's fantastic.
it's not
But,
the
it's
same.
not. Yeah, it really isn't the same. It's not the same. Just because, like, while I love to get to interact with him, it feels like the same as usual a little bit. There's just something different about it.
Don't.
It's something different about it, and I
Yeah.
think it's because maybe it's on a different app that we're not used to. But then again, at the beginning, his lives weren't on YouTube as well.
No, they were on V Live. Is
Yeah,
that
they're
it?
on V Live. So it did switch at one point. So I guess at that time it was also a transition from going from V Live to YouTube, which I don't know why they got rid of that one. That one was pretty good, cool too.
Well,
But
because it went in with Weverse, and
oh yeah,
Weverse is Hive.
that's right.
JJ, you never got to see a Chan's room? You're a Thunderous stay. Yeah, I really wish I had found these guys when they first debuted, and so you could watch them grow up. I mean, Benny. Sorry, my male dog's just like trying to hump my pup. It's a constant thing. Stupid man. Stupid males.
I wasn't there. I wasn't there at the very beginning, but I was there for a good amount of it, and I feel like it's still the same because then when you go back over the content and you're watching like watching it over again, it's like you were basically there. It was like you went back to the past and was watching them in the past, and then as soon as you catch up to everything that they've done up to the moment that you started watching them, it was like coming back into the present, and you're now like realizing like, oh shoot, I did get to watch them grow up. I did get to see them do this and that, but that's only if you really go through all their content and from start to finish up until the present time that you will feel that way. But if you started late in time, like I'm sure some of y'all like JJ and Marianne did, like, and Liz, it is a little hard to catch up with all that content that they had released.
I can't even keep up with the content they're putting out now, but it's mainly because I'm so focused on trying to get my content out. I don't have time to watch their content. Yeah, Chan's kindness. Channy is just, he's in a category on his own. I don't know of any other idol that would sit there and talk to teens and preteens about their menstrual cycles. It's one of those things. Just a total different. He's just in a league by himself.
No, honestly, and I'm sure at the time when his lives did end and we weren't seeing him anymore, I'm sure my job was just like, thank the Lord, because because sometimes you have those lives when I'm working and I'm just like,
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go to lunch, or y'all gonna have to like watch me work while I watch it. Either way, I'm not missing.
Yeah, it was always on Sunday mornings generally. So
yeah,
usually I was getting dressed or something when he did it. But that one live that I was talking about, I was sitting in the bathtub when he went live, and then my husband comes on. He's like, "Hey, Chan's live," which is funny because he's not a stay, but yet he asked questions about it and things like, I mean, I don't know why he's interested. It's not like his wife is totally obsessed or anything. So survival show clips. I'm sorry, but I still have a lot of, and I'm with Shane Ben on that. I still have a lot of animosity towards JYP on that. I think it was, it might have been for raisins. I'm sure there were ratings and stuff is what he was going for, for the drama of it. But you broke my old bias's heart, and I will never forgive you for that. He walked home in the damn rain because of you. I just can't. I cannot forgive that.
And okay, and the fact that he kept on going after Channy as well about every little thing that he wasn't doing right. Like, for a fact he was not going to eliminate Channy. Like, that was he was
No.
not gonna eliminate him. So he took every chance he could to like target him on every little thing. And Channy, like knowing he's not getting eliminated, most likely, but still, I'm sure he did that to like, I don't know why he did that, to be honest. But you know what? Fuck KYP, because Mance doesn't even know what he's talking about. Okay.
Okay, for yes, I know he's an idol and he's literally the richest idol in South Korea. But dude, you sing scales with the auto tuner and call that music.
Okay, you know
No.
what? I think his issue is the only reason why he is at where he's at is because he went into what the Koreans like. Okay. He literally dove into that and kept on like sucking that in and getting their attention by using things they like. So of course they're gonna be like, "Oh, this is fantastic," you know?
Yeah, and us Americans are like, what the hell am I listening to? It's like
Yeah,
his dancing to
we
what,
literally
Groove
see it
Gang
as
or
a joke.
whatever that Liz is
Like he's
eventually gonna teach us. Yeah, it's like, what is this? I don't understand what I'm watching. But you know what's funniest about that is, he's telling Chan, why did you write it in the female, range and blah, blah, blah. And so Channy in his screw you mode wrote the next song even higher. I mean, they have screw you. I'm really hard to watch my mouth. They have screw you songs all the time.
oh,
And
we're supposed to
Stray
watch our
Kids, the
mouth.
latest one, the latest Stray Kids song, that is a screw you song too. If you listen to it, they're telling you all the haters that they can off. So I
Okay.
love it. I love the song. It still makes me cry when I listen to it. If I watch the music video, I'm like bawling. And it's simply because
Oh, that one.
although we haven't been there like the whole time, we know what they went through. And you see that video and it's just like, oh, God, see, I'm starting to tear up just thinking about it. Anyway, we know the struggles that they went through. And it's, yeah, I really just want to give them a big hug. I miss the big hugs so
I
much,
know.
so much, so much.
And he still brings it up too. Like when he mentioned going to the fan meeting and he just like, I just want to give y'all a big hug. I'll get
Yeah.
to do that. But then he just like, oh, that turns out I can't. Sorry, you guys.
Well, he was saying it's because of his sty. I wrote him and I'm like, sties are not contagious. But
Oh my God.
even Felix, he was like, oh, the fan meet, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I so wish y'all would have fan meets in America because we waiting. We are
Yeah.
waiting. Dude, I would
I
sell so much of my crap just to be able to go to that.
no, honestly, like I
Like,
just so happens that I went a month before all this started happening. Okay, so it's
yeah.
you know
I can't
what
believe you were over there for a month and they were like traveling everywhere else. You didn't
you
even
know
Benny, I swear to God, I'm gonna knock the shit out of you.
I
Stop it.
expected it. I honestly expected it. I it was a good. I'm glad I went during that month just because like as soon as I was getting ready to leave Korea, there was a lot of tourists that did show up there, so everything came busier. Like literally, the trains were packed, the buses were packed, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm leaving at a good time. I'm leaving at a
Yeah.
good time. Now, while it was a fun experience to feel that packedness because it was funny trying to get out of that, and Amethyst was like getting squished, and she's like, "Mommy, how do we get out?" I said, I don't know. I don't know.
Poor
We're
Amethyst.
just
She's
gonna,
probably getting squished by people's butts. I wouldn't want to be
yeah,
squished by people's butts either.
yeah, exactly. And sometimes she'll like shove me out of the way, and I'll fall back into people, and I'm just like, Amethyst, stop. So it was very fun. It was a very fun ending to all of that to be able to
Yeah.
do because the second to last day we were there, we literally just went on buses and trains and stuff like that going around, walking around
Yeah.
anywhere to explore a little bit more before we leave. So it was definitely fun. It was fun to do.
How far are you along in your education?
I
How much
am
longer do you
going
have?
into I'm going into week 6 and it's an 11-week certification class thing. Now it is getting harder. It's getting harder, but I'm barely making it. I'm barely making it because
You'll do it.
there
I
was
have faith in you.
the quizzes are getting easier after I read the readings. So I get the quizzes because the quizzes you have to make 100% to pass, and if you fail
Yeah.
one quiz, you failed the whole course. So I'm just like, oh, that's nerve-wracking. But they give you 5 attempts to pass the quiz. So,
Yeah.
but I've been passing on the first attempt, thankfully. And then it's the one thing that's stumping me. They have a peer participation thing where she'll ask you a question, and basically it's like a brainstorming thing where we answer the question and then we go off of it from other people's responses from our peers within the course. But the one thing that's stumping me is the writing assignments that we have to do. So last week we had to write a our own lesson plan.
Oh
So
God, I hate lesson plans. I
so we
actually
had
took a class. I had to write lesson plans. I was like, ah, and he gave me a break because he knew I wasn't an education major. Otherwise, I would have completely failed that class. I freaking hated doing lesson plans. Well,
yeah, and
but also it was for Texas, and Texas, you have your teaching plans are based on that stupid test, the tax test or
oh,
whatever it is they
it's
call
a
it.
STAR
And
test
I
now.
was like, that's why I didn't go into education when I was in college, because I was like, I refuse to stand up there and teach a freaking test because you're not teaching these kids anything.
Okay, so the thing about my teaching with me teaching English, I'm not even gonna get to talk that much. So their main thing is student to student learning, student teaching basically. So I give them activities to do and they do it within themselves. Like I'm literally just there to monitor them, pick activities that would help benefit them on doing things, and then I have to like move them around in groups when they're going in groups or pairs so they can like pick up on each other's accents and see how to speak English that way. There's like different things to do. They have a total physical what is it? Something response thing. So it's basically where you don't talk at all and you just do the movement. And they're just like, okay, so why do we use that method? Why do we use that method where they don't speak any English or whatever language that they speak, that they just move around and do whatever? And they do it is because it's supposed to become like a impulsive response thing. So the more that they do that activity and by listening, the more that they'll understand what that activity is or whatever, you know? Or they have a multi-sensory method where you go out and you pick a list, you pick something off of a list of items. So like take a picture of the sun, take a picture of a flower, take a picture of a tree, and then come back inside the classroom, get into pairs or groups and describe that what was on your list. So describe what the flower is to that to your partner in English. So tell them like,
Oh,
oh, well, it smelled like this, it felt like this, it looked like this, like that kind of stuff. And they're just like, why do they use multi-sensory methods to try to teach English? And they said that it's basically a way to like motivate students to want to learn that language by like activating their senses for it. So it's very, very interesting on how they have different methods to teach English that I would have never thought to like that they would do. That it makes me wonder if you can use the same activities but to learn it in a different language, you know?
yeah.
So I don't know. That's the English way. So I wonder if you can use that trying to learn it a different language, but I don't know.
I don't know. I think I would rely a lot on like the classic Sesame Street because they
Good night,
teach the
JJ.
way the oh, she already. All right, night, JJ. Thanks for coming on. The way they teach, like I'd be watching the Phenomena video.
What?
Like this is not a word, but it's a fun song. Phenomena. Do, 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 do. No, I wouldn't do that, but that's another reason I'm going to be working a lot this year is I want to be able to pay for that course because I really am considering like doing 6 months a year somewhere and then coming back like around August or September and doing winter here because that's my Halloween and Christmas time and then going back um the next year. So the logistics are kind of weird because I think I'd have to go alone. I wouldn't be able to go. Nobody would be able to go with me. So, um,
But yeah, so well, it is getting harder in the courses. I am learning a lot, and it's honestly very interesting. And even when I do, I've had failed in a writing assignment. We are given 2 attempts, and she gives a lot of feedback. My teacher gives a lot of feedback on what we did wrong within that writing assignment, so we can go back and correct what we did wrong for a better understanding. Sometimes when I'm submitting an assignment, I have no clue I was supposed to even do that assignment. And she would give videos on how to like show it, but she would mostly like show you the parts that most people stump on. I was stumping on everything within that assignment.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I don't understand. Like, how are we supposed to do this assignment? What are we supposed to do? And that's what happened with the lesson plan. Like, it was very confusing because they had most of the lesson plan filled out. I just had to do the practices, the production, and get the materials together, and find real life situations that could happen, that could go wrong within that lesson. So
Yeah.
I was just like, am I supposed to fill it out within the template that she gave us? Am I supposed to write it on something else? Like, am I supposed to go based off of the warm ups and stuff? I don't understand. So when I submitted the first time, she thought I submitted the wrong paperwork because I was missing like the production planning and the practices. So she's like, "Oh, you must have submitted the wrong one because you missed it." I'm like, "Should I didn't even know I missed something?" So I was just like, "Let me go back in there," and I like redid it, and I started understanding a little bit better what she was talking about then. So then I
Yeah.
resubmitted it, and she was just like, "This was pretty good, but here's this thing, here's this, and here's that." And so like the more that she gave me feedback on it and the more mistakes that I made from that, the more I started to understand it better. So I was just like, okay,
Yeah.
I get it.
It was learning. Yeah. I
Yeah, like
don't know that the right, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, I didn't even know what the purpose of the multisensory method was for. Like, I really like to put whatever was coming out of my mouth, and I had to go back to the reading and reread it and reread it, and just like brainstorm the whole time. I was just like, what would like what is the need to learn this method? Like, I don't understand. And then it finally like clicked in my head, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, that's what it is. Okay, so it really takes like a second to really like think it through to even
That's
understand
like
some of
me
it.
and math. I'm horrible at math. Like it took me 3 years in high school to get through algebra. I am not a math person. I never have been. But then in college, because core classes, you have to take so many. I actually took a business math class, and that was so easy for me because it was like percentages and like things that you would use in your life, like trying to figure out what percentage rate is a good mortgage, things like that. And I got that, and I zoomed through that class like straight A's. But man, algebra, no, no. Not my thing. I don't think writing would be an issue for me because I've literally been published for my writing so many times. I started when I was a freshman in college. We wrote an assignment, and she actually had it published in the college. It's some kind of book that they publish stuff in. And so I mean, I would just have to go through and see what they're wanting to see. But like I said, writing is not a big deal for me. I haven't written in so long though, so that might be an issue.
See,
But
my siblings make fun of me a lot because they're always telling me, they're just like, it's so funny that you're gonna start teaching English when you still have trouble with it. But you know
there's a
what?
lot of people that
I
have
feel
trouble
like
with English.
no, honestly, I feel like that's the like I would be the best person to teach someone English because I know the struggles. I know the
Yeah,
struggles and I know where I stump out at, and it would be easier to pinpoint the mistakes they're making.
and help
So
them throughout what is actually I don't know what I'm talking about right now. You would know how to fix whatever problem it is they're having because you have gone through that problem yourself, is what I'm trying to
yeah,
say. Does that make sense? Okay.
yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, it's just always cracks me up. People, I do live in a very rural area. It's literally it's an hour and a half to any decent sized city with like Home Depot and stuff like that in it. So when people talk to me, they think I'm a stupid hillbilly. And I'm just like, dude, I have taken law classes and I've taken medical classes. I'm pretty sure that makes me not stupid, but whatever you want to think. And like I said, I have been published very many times over and over and over globally. So yeah, you can call me stupid if you want to, but you're just making yourself look like a jackass. Not to toot my own horn, but I love how other people, well, I've been published, blah, blah, blah. Well, good for you.
See, I also like me wanting to move more, broaden my where I want to go to when I do get certified and everything. I have to go to school to get my bachelor's degree. Now they said that most places don't care what bachelor's degree you have as long as you have a bachelor's degree. Obviously, I'm probably gonna stick with getting a bachelor's in education, but that's gonna take so long.
Yeah.
I should have started sooner.
Well, it's one of those things where you grab the opportunity when it comes available, because I didn't know anything about it. But then I started seeing all these people popping up and they're like, yeah, I'm teaching English. And I'm like, how do you get that job? Because I've come to the decision in my very long life that I'm old, and the only way I'm going to get to travel is if I'm getting paid while I'm there. I am not under any assumption that, yeah, you could just go out and spend 10 grand to travel to so-and-so for, a week or whatever. Not going to happen.
So when I signed up for the TOEFL courses, they had an option to sign up for a specialty course as well, which is what I did. It was like a bundle pack, which made it cheaper as well. So the specialty course that I signed up for was to learn how to teach online classes. Now I could travel and just teach online, so I'll still be getting paid. I can also do. They also have more specialized classes where they'll teach you how to what is that called when you teach a kid?
So when I was going skating,
oh my lord, 101
skating with
tutoring.
Yeah private tutoring that they'll teach you how to teach that, so that way if you get experience with that, then they'll basically that could be an experience that you can put on your resume, so that way if you do move somewhere, you don't have to get a job within that country or anything like that. You can literally do it mostly all online. So I could do private tutoring online, I could teach a class online, while still getting paid to do that stuff,
I would totally do the tutoring thing.
So
me myself, I at this point in my life am just a substitute teacher, because my life is so chaotic. I never know day to day what I can and cannot do. My son travels, my husband travels. Benny, you're about on my last nerve, dog. So I never know, like, normally people go to work tomorrow, right? Well, my husband's coming in. I don't know what time he's going to be here. So I don't want to go out and get a job, and then he's sitting down there waiting on me for God knows how many hours for me to get off work. So substituting works for me, because there are days that my body says, yeah, you're not getting out of bed today. And I'm trying to get that remedied, but it's not working.
But for you though, you've done a lot of different jobs. You've basically lived a lot more than a lot of those could say.
I have lived many lives.
But you doing what you're doing now, like, I think that's just your calm. Like, you deserve that.
Yeah. I'm also an emergency responder here in town, or in the county, because we have 2 ambulance services, but one is like 30 minutes south of us, and then we have one here locally. I live in a very old community. We have a lot of old people here, and I'm not saying that is a bad thing. I'm saying that medically wise, we are very busy. I mean, we get calls because an old man fell in a ditch and couldn't get out. We get calls because we get a lot of lift assist calls because these older people live by themselves. they fall, they can't get up or whatever, we have to go help them. And a lot of times our ambulances are not actually in town. They're transporting people to Kansas City, or they're transporting them to Springfield, or they're transporting them to Bolivar. Bolivar's an hour away, and that's the closest one. I mean, Kansas City's 2.5 hours away. Springfield's an hour and a half away. Joplin's an hour and a half away. So, our ambulances are gone a lot. So they depend on us to be there to help these people, because the ambulance may be an hour away.
Mary Ann, you are in France? Oh my Lord, girl. Okay, well, have a nice night. Thank you for joining.
Oh, goodness gracious, Mary Ann, go to sleep. We are on every Sunday night, and you can always grab us on the YouTube channel and ask questions or whatever. Because I post there every day. Or Discord, yeah. Our Discord's pretty quiet unless somebody comes in and talks, and then we usually go over there. But so yeah, I have lived a lot of lives. Sports photographer for I don't even know how many years I was a sports photographer. People don't understand my struggle. That was my life for so long, and now because of my body, I can't hold my camera. So when your life literally revolves around taking photos of hockey and during the fall, we would have hockey and football games on the same day. Plus my kids were in sports. So we would leave the house at 7:30 in the morning, start sports at 8 o'clock in the morning, and might get home by midnight. Like, it was like that constantly. So the fact that I barely leave my house now, I can't hold my camera anymore. I mean, my life has taken, yeah, it's something else. People don't get that.
I've done 8 most of this active already, and it does definitely tastes different. Definitely tastes different. Tastes
the awesome. Ice cream? It wasn't expired.
I don't know. I can't find the expiration date.
That's probably it, because it was expired. The thing is, with me, I eat it expired or otherwise. If it's not leaking out of the can, I'm probably going to open it and eat it. Now, sometimes yeah. But I think that's just because there were times when I was growing up, we struggled so much. And my parents were not the kind that if you didn't like what was on the table in front of you, you could go find whatever else you wanted to eat. No, you just did without. So I learned to eat pretty much anything put in front of me. There's not a whole lot I won't eat.
We will definitely listen to anything you would love to tell us. We love to talk over here as well.
I would love, hey, if you ever want to join us on the Zoom, you can do that. I can send you the link. We love to have guests come on, and don't be shy, because you can actually use an avatar rather than your face or whatever, and you can do it that way. So
when we first started this, there were times I think I used one too. Yeah, right. It was
well, when we first started this, we were having to record everything, and I was having to go back and use a week to edit this stuff. So
we edit. Yeah, there was a lot of editing.
There was a lot of editing going on, because we were kind of inappropriate at times, very much so. I think Channy would blush at some of the stuff. The stuff that came out of our mouth.
Yeah, and I'm actually wearing more clothes than I usually would.
Yeah. Yes. So we always welcome guests. There's a lot of people out there that are stays that are like me. They don't have anybody in their actual real life that is a stay or even close. So it's fun to be able to talk about the stuff that we love with other people that understand.
Nobody around me that is a stay. Nobody. This is the only interactions I get is with our group chats and everything.
Yeah.
The other people just tolerate me because I force everything on them. Okay.
Right.
They're forced to listen to me.
Don't come to my house if you don't want to listen to 3 different streams in 3 different areas of Stray Kids. Like it's never the same stream all over the house. Like I have Pandora going on one, I have Amazon Music going on one, I have Spotify going on one, and now that I have Apple Music, I got Apple Music going on another one. So there's literally 4 different streams of everything going on in my house. And if you don't like it, lump it, because it's not going to change. It's okay,
Neo. We honestly we all didn't put anything in Discord.
That's not true. Liz put stuff in Discord, and she's the only one this week that did it. And she put it. She put it in the Just Breathe and the gym, and I'm like, well, Liz is like outdoing us all this week, because it was just a weird week. I don't know why it was so weird. It just I don't know.
But listen. So my mom is the only one that'll actually listen to me when I'm talking about my boys. My little sister's fed up with it. She's tired of listening to me. So are my little brothers. The people at work, they aren't fed up with it yet. They still listen to me.
They either listen to you or they watch your lips move, but aren't actually hearing anything you say.
Yeah. When that music video came out for Jam, it came out when I was working, and so I was just like, y'all gotta watch it with me. Let's go. So we watched the whole music video together. So they don't have a choice in something that I do.
What kind of profile were you making Caden? That sounds like a dating profile. You actually follow that account? I can't stand that account.
Step Out Speak Up account?
Yes.
Is that that stuff about
they literally harass the boys. They are telling people that when video calls to tell the boys to spend that minute telling the boys that they need to speak up about Palestine. I'm like, if I get a video call, that's not going to be coming up.
Would they ask the president to speak up about things that has nothing to do with them? Like, do they ask the U.S. president to speak up about Palestine?
Well, I guarantee you they don't call their representatives.
Yeah.
Although my representative has literally hold phone calls with the constituents to tell us what's going on and allow us to ask questions. I guarantee you that they don't, nor will they. And they're just looking for crap to put on the kids that they have nothing to do with. It's just so annoying. And I don't know how many times that account has been reported and they refuse to take it down. And I'm like, it's disgusting.
Links for Palestine, is that like the link to help them out or something, to donate? That's what people should be doing, instead of attacking people that has no control over anything, any situation that they do with. Then they need to actually do something.
That's one of the things that my representative was talking about, is that all those links that people are putting out, you don't know where that money goes.
Well, honestly.
And that group that runs Palestine, they only attack Israel when they are low in funds. And so if I was to donate to Palestine at all, I suggest going through UNICEF for children that Felix is part of, because you know where that money's going. But all these other links, I wouldn't even bother, because you don't know where the money's going.
Yeah, but I doubt that the boys will ever
it is really literally not Korean culture to speak about political things. They keep their stuff to themselves, which is what America used to do, and I wish they'd do again. But they literally terrorize the kids to do what they want them to do. And it annoys the crap out of me. But I'm also one of those that if you try to make do something, you're going to get a lot of pushback, and I'm not going to do it anyway. So
it seems like the boys are kind of the same way, though. Like, you can just tell in certain situations, like whenever they're told to speak English, they'll speak Korean more. When they're told to say something, they'll stay silent. Like, they've always been attacked to do the opposite of what they.
Yeah.
Channing even said it the other day. He says, "I'll sleep when I want to sleep. Like, stop telling me what to do."
Yeah.
I was like, good. Because it
Yeah,
is kind of annoying. It is so annoying when you have people telling him like, "Oh, go to sleep. What are you doing still up?" Like he's a grown man for God's sake. Man's about to be 27 years old. Like, calm down. Stop telling him to go to
yeah,
sleep. Like, and nothing annoys me more because I understand being insomniac, right? Being an insomniac, like I
it
understand.
sucks.
It does suck. And there's some situations where sometimes I can't sleep because I have so many things to do and I feel like I can't get it done within that time span. And I'm just
Or
like, I don't got time to sleep right now.
your mind won't shut down.
Yeah,
There's been
so
times after I lay in bed for 2 or 3 hours, I just get up and I start painting my wall, or I mean, just random things because I can't sleep. And laying there in bed for 6 hours is not helping anybody, but it sure is wasting a lot of time. So
yeah, exactly. Exactly. I hate just laying there. If I can't sleep, I gotta do something. I
yeah.
gotta do. But you know what? One of my bad habits is part of that is shopping, and I hate that. If
Hey,
I'm if
I
I
have
can't
sleep
sleep,
shopped, and that's just expensive.
I literally did that today because I was instead of going to work because I had to call in because Amethyst wasn't feeling well. I was literally bored the whole time and I had nothing to do. Like so, I bought stuff online and I might have spent like over $200 worth of stuff and I probably should have not have because I'm supposed to be saving
Yeah.
for the concert ticket. So these boys need to drop the date soon.
I don't know when they're gonna drop it. I did see something, and granted, there is no confirmation that Latin America, they are definitely going to be touring in Latin America, and that's all I can say. But it's like 24, 20, was it 24, 25 or just 2025?
Okay, the question is, are we gonna get a pre-order thing going on, or are they gonna do it where they're just gonna drop the tickets?
I just know it's going to be a hellacious. It's like trying to get the signed albums,
I told
because
my mom,
not only are we up against other states, we're up against all these legal scalpers like Ticketmaster and stuff that just irritates the crap out of me.
no, honestly, I literally told my mom that she better be ready to fight because she is not my mother if she cannot do this thing for me, okay? Because obviously this is gonna show how much she loves me, and if she doesn't do this, that goes to show. That goes to show. I obviously never she never cared about me. So I guess I said these
But
boys better be ready because my little brothers do not have jobs. They're already one's 20 and one's 18. They don't have jobs. They could be put to work here. Okay. They need to take themselves together.
But just like we talked about earlier, if you don't get tickets, that's okay, because the closer that you get to the concert, make your plans to go, because I guarantee you there will be tickets available somehow from someone. Because when I was looking at the Fort Worth one, I was like, just couldn't do it in that short of time. But people were selling their tickets at face value because they had a loved one in a hospital, or something was going on in their life, so they weren't going to be able to go. So you had the ability to get those tickets. But my advice is get what you can afford right now, or get what you can that's available, and then you can always upgrade or something later on. So
So when I went to their last concert, I got their tickets for $700 and I was pretty close up to the stage. So not bad. Wasn't that bad. I was very happy that I got to go and see them live. It was fun.
I don't know who Nova is. Are y'all talking about somebody on X? I freaking hate that. If I didn't have to get all my news from X, I wouldn't be on it at all. It's just annoying.
Mass reported. Damn.
They did that. I showed y'all that place that she always had the really good edits, and her was it TikTok or Instagram page got taken down. I was super pissed about that. I was like, there was no reason. All she was doing was edits.
You know what needs to be taken down? That TikTok user, whatever, Stray Kids #1 hater. That annoys the crap out of me.
That French girl that started all the shit that we lost Chan's room with. Is that the one you're talking about?
I don't know, but I don't think so. But they have been kicking me off because they've been saying so much shit. Like, the one that they're calling Changman fat, they keep saying that something about Felix. Like they keep attacking the boys in that way, and I'm just like, oh,
Yeah, but they won't ever
stop.
take that down. They take down the accounts that don't do that stuff. It's irritating.
Okay, first of all, their counts get reported because of hate. Is that not cheating? Are they not like outright calling like discriminating and calling people going after their looks and stuff like that? Isn't that what the whole reporting thing is for?
Yeah, but they don't care. They won't take it down. That's what's irritating. These accounts that really need to be taken down are not touched, and then the ones that don't need to be taken down are taken down.
Young Bokies, why have I seen that before?
Mm, I don't know that I've ever seen her account. But yeah, there's a lot of accounts across all platforms that just spew misinformation and hate, and they just keep on doing, and you can't get them taken down at all. It's just well, and then if they do happen to get taken down, they just start a new page.
I know it really doesn't change anything. They should do with what Tinder does. Like they attach your phone number to an account and the only way you can get another account is by getting a new number.
That would be nice.
That's what they should do. They should attach phone numbers to accounts. So that way, oh I see. Um but yeah, um that's what they should do, honestly. I feel like it would make things a lot easier and they just make it too easy to get accounts.
Yeah. Did Liz ever answer me?
About
I don't think she's in here. She must have popped out for a minute. About doing her Discord stuff.
oh yeah, she was saying she doesn't think she put too much in there, but I don't know.
You put more in there than we did.
I know. Just by putting one thing in there, you did more.
Yeah. Let me see. I don't know whether I should talk about this stuff or not. See how far back we have to go to the 4th. Okay. I really don't think I put much in here. She put in there in the gym the best exercises for healthy shoulders, which does not help me because arthritis. There are days I can't lift my arm. 3-move stretching routine for hips. 5-move body weight workout boosts core strength and torches every major muscle group. And then let me see. And just breathe. She posted health, fitness, health and well-being, and 5-minute mindfulness, a meditation guide. The only thing I put in Lino's restaurant is the creamy one pot creamy one pot pasta, which I haven't read that. I should try it. No, nothing in there. Nothing in there. I do think I posted some dance stuff. Oh, I posted one dance thing. It was the Chick Chick Boom Stray Kids dance count. Cinnamon Salon. Oh, yep. Liz has been busy this week. 5 essential summer hair care products. You're lucky if I even brush my hair. I put nothing in there. I do have a lot of older pictures that I need to post in their rooms, but I'm doing it as I make edits. Da, 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 da. I got a notice for Lore, but I don't. It's all from last week. Yeah, we've been slacking big time.
Excuse me. I got my stuff done early last week, and then like come Sunday, it was like bam. Oh, were we gonna say anything about it? I don't know. Like the one time I should do it on a Monday and not like hours before we were gonna go on. that's that's when it was just like, oh, you know what? Are we even gonna do it? Yes, we are gonna do it. Okay, because I literally did it early.
What did I do here? Okay, deleted that. Okay, if you've got stuff, go on. Okay. So you got stuff to talk about?
So me?
Yeah.
No, girl, I don't. That was last week. That
Why
was
are you
last week.
scolding me then?
Because I was saying is that we weren't gonna do it last week, but I was just like, no, 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 no. I got it done early this time. We are going through it. We are talking about it.
Nah.
Like
Yeah,
I
there's
actually
literally
did it.
nothing. There's very
Okay,
little in Discord this week because it was a weird week
so
and Liz is the only one that put anything in there.
I know, seriously. So Changman's birthday live was this morning. I didn't listen to it. I mean, I didn't fully watch it. I kept it on my phone playing, but I didn't understand the thing he was saying. But I just wanted him to know that, there's a viewer there. We're there.
Yeah. I didn't watch it very long. He was doing his thing, but I was trying to get dressed, and so
It was so adorable. He had it looked like he had what, a Teletubbies theme?
I have no idea.
Yeah, he had a
I
little
wasn't paying that.
Teletubby. It was adorable. Did you see that one when they were on stage performing and Lino was singing, told Changman happy birthday?
And they started singing happy birthday to him.
No.
Oh,
They were about to start, what was it, Jam? Or I think it was Jam. And he was just like, happy birthday, Changman, and he was so happy. It was either Jam or Chick Chick Boom, I couldn't remember, but it was so cute. I would have to find a video to show you. It was adorable.
they've just been really busy. So, did we lose music shows because we didn't get enough votes or something? Or is that still going on?
No, we were winning some.
I
The
read that we
issue,
won 4.
yeah.
I don't
So
know.
we did one for the issue right now that is going on is streaming went down so much. So much. So basically like we didn't get the streams picked up for it. For the music video that we needed to get it up. Like we're barely at 71 million right now. And it's been 3 weeks already. So we have one more week to get to 100 million for us to beat our record for it.
I know a lot of people were having a lot of issue with Fanstar. Like their stuff was all sorts of screwed up. I don't know what all was going on, but
I think it was when you had an Apple account attached to it that made it messed up. So I have my Twitter account attached to it.
Okay. That reminds me, I need to go vote on my movie today. Is that still going on or no?
For what? For Fanstar?
Mnet Plus, I think is what it was. Let me see.
No, I think it was yesterday, I think.
Yeah, Mnet Plus. We were like pre-voting or something like that. You could do like 5 a day.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh crap.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still there, I think.
Yeah, they have it there.
How far back are we? Does it tell you or no?
A
Through the 12th. So through tomorrow or I guess it would be today. I don't know.
Yep. Today.
So go get your 5 votes in. Is it 5 votes per account? Like, is it like MTV where you can just put random accounts up there and do it again,
No.
or no?
No. I tried. Before it used to be like that, where it used to you can have multiple accounts. Like I have 14 accounts attached to this Mnet Plus thing, and now it's not letting me.
I just hate these commercials. They're like 2 minutes long. It's like I can literally vote and then go to the restroom and come back and it's still running a freaking ad. So that turns a lot of people off when they have to sit there and wait for a commercial to finish. And then I missed Power Hour for MTV today, so I was really upset about that.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. So
Well, I was eating, and usually the city sirens go off at noon, and I don't know if they didn't go off or if I didn't hear them, but when I finally looked, it was like 12:58, and I was like, crap. So I think I got 3 double votes in, or 3 accounts with double votes, and the rest of them I had to do just the 10. So I was pretty
one good thing about being on a streaming team is we're based off of like votings. This is the reason why we do the streams, right? So every time it comes on, I always get a notification Power Hour to let me know.
Yeah, but I had my phone on silent because of where I was earlier, and I didn't turn it back on because I was sitting there with somebody that works up there with me, and we were talking, and it didn't even dawn on me until I was about to leave, and I saw somebody in a messenger that was like, "It's Power Hour," and I'm like, "Crap." So I was just trying to get as many votes in as I could during Power Hour, and it takes a while when you have to log out and re-log in with different emails. So I only got, I think, 3 or 4 of my accounts where I could do that. Come on. Hate these commercials. That's why I stream stuff, because I don't like commercials.
I think it's Music Core. Music Core pisses me off because if K-Stations do their job, we might be getting there,
Yeah.
They might be getting more wins on Music Core.
Hey, Liz.
Hello. Hi.
Liz has got her thing going on.
Yes.
Wishing
it's
she
not
is
obvious
that.
who my bias is.
It's like How to Be a Cherry. He's my bias, but you're the one that wants to marry him, so I don't want to marry him. We would drive each other nuts. Too much alike.
I think we would, but I think it would only be like literally if we had to like choreograph something together or like work out something to like perfect it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I want to know how their apartment partners were chosen. Like, did they throw everything in a hat and just pick out 2 at a time, or what did they do? I want to know. I want to know. I want to know. I want to know the details. Give me the
And
deets.
so do I. So do I. I still want to know how the rooms were assigned. Because
I don't think Han chose to live with Lino. He has said several times that he didn't want to live with Lino because apparently Lino is pretty OCD, which I think majority of them are.
Yes.
So.
And I also don't think I would voluntarily live with Chan.
Yeah. Well, but
because Chan is pretty cool with Ian, and Ian is not about that life.
No. Well, some of them are morning people and some of them are not. Some of them are late night people, and that's the way Han is. Han's more of a late night, and Lino's an early morning. So I'm sure that
it would have made more sense to have Chan and Han and then Lino and Ian.
Yeah, but they had already been living together, so I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know the thought process on that.
Neither do I. But
Am I seeing this right? Did I see this?
Hmm.
Hold on.
I don't know what you're looking at.
I'm trying to see if I'm seeing this right. If my eyes deceive me, is my eyes deceiving?
I'm
Are
like
you
Claudia.
watching?
Yes, I am on your shirt. That's what you're talking about.
Are you watching TV or something,
No,
Liz?
No, my
I'm
kids have
trying to
TV in this.
I'm trying to
Oh.
confirm something.
Uh-huh.
Okay, they did.
Like on the newsreel, somebody's like, "Can you give voting blah?" I was like, "There is no way I can do that in a freaking minute and a half." Some of those voting things are like a migraine waiting to happen.
For the what? The what voting things?
Some of the voting things are just a migraine, like the fan star and stuff like that. It's going to
What
take
devices
longer
are
than a
you
minute. It's going to take longer than a minute and a half to explain how to do these things.
Okay,
It
so
really is.
uh
Yeah.
I can go in and explain it a little bit when we go on Discord, but Fanstar, that cracked me up last year. Was it last year? Yeah, I think it was last year. It cracked me up. MOAs were so ticked off. It was the funniest thing because Fanstar, I don't know if you know this, Fanstar lost a pretty long time with the voting process, the pre-voting process. You get like a good amount of months to vote before the actual like voting happens for the main like award thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So MOA spent every month, every week. It's like a weekly thing that you do this for. They spend every week voting and voting and voting, and they kept TXT in first place for months, and Stray Kids was just behind them, like keeping a steady place in second place or whatever, right? But when the real voting started, Stray Kids jumped up to first place because Stays Are Monster voters. And so they ended up taking the win for what was it, the leaders of fourth generation. They ended up
Yeah.
taking that win. And MOAs were peeved. They were so pissed off about it because they were just like, it's just not fair because they didn't do anything. Like TXT won the pre-voting, so how is it they were able to win this? Like they're cheating. They have to be cheating because they won with like a significant amount of voting. It was like very close, but at the same time not so close. And we had to get like a good amount of distance between TXT and us because TXT did win the pre-voting. So in order to get Stray Kids to win, like overall, we had to get a good enough distance between the voting, and that's just what we did. And MOAs just could not handle that. They were literally messaging the 4 Star corporation or whatever
Yeah, they were
crap.
trying to screenshot us like cheating and stuff. I remember that. And I was like, but we're not cheating.
Which
No.
they were the
So
ones that were cheating too.
yeah.
Like, what the freak are you talking about? Y'all are the ones that
Yeah.
were cheating.
Like you
Right.
can literally find accounts that are telling you or teaching you how to cheat. And then I think Fanstar or whatever it was went through and took out all of they cleaned the votes out. And so whoever it was that was in the lead like dropped way down or something.
Yeah. And so oh yeah, that was funny when I saw that. But I think that was kind of a little karma a little bit because Lee Won Young freaking fans the same shit
Oh
to us.
God.
Mucor, the loss, I'm telling you, that will forever be a scar on my heart. It would forever be a scar on my heart. And
All those
if
stupid grannies.
like there was of course there was a freaking mama awards that was pretty ruthless, but the reason why this one really did it for me was just because it was supposed to be for Lino.
Yeah.
I was like, we were really like thinking we were gonna get it, like we were doing so good, and it was just we're getting it. And then they just came out of nowhere with the freaking like live boats and freaking. It was just funny. That will forever be a star.
I don't think our boys are going to Mama again this year. If you do not stop, I'm gonna knock the crap out of you.
Mama sucks
Stop
anyway.
it.
The Mama Awards.
The Mama Awards. There's a lot of controversy with the Mama stuff. Like they've always treated our boys like shit. Even though when our boys perform there, they are amazing. The organization,
like we had
the
Ian
organization
fall
itself
over.
is bad.
Yeah, Ian's falling over, passing out basically, and then Hyunjin also like collapsing to the floor. Like no, don't come at us with that.
But Ian, that was his own fault because he did not eat before the performance.
Yeah.
So his blood sugar like fell really quick.
Yeah. That's what performing will do for you. Performing, like I get it, you want to do well, but you still gotta take care of yourself. So I understand, like as a performer, he just wanted
I don't think
he
does. I think he eats now. He's learned his lesson, but
yes, yeah.
But yeah, our kids do not go to the Mama Award anymore because they have been slighted so many times. Like we win at VMAs for literally the best K-pop song, and yet we lose everything in Korea. Like we can't get the #1 spot hardly at all. It's just so annoying.
Yeah.
Where did Claudia go? She like disappeared.
Oh, okay.
It's because it got darker in my living room, and I decided, and I didn't turn the lights on, so it's just like harder for me to pop up.
Gotcha.
And I'm too lazy to get up to turn the lights on. So,
Alexa, turn my lights on.
I had light in here for that, but my little sister took one of them into her room. So the whole time I was like, Alexa, turn off light 3, turn off light 2 and 3, and like light 2 was turning off, but light 3 was still on. I'm like, what is going on? She switched my light bulb. That's what happened.
Oh, she took your smart light bulb?
Yeah,
that's just rude.
So this whole time she was just like, can you stop turning off my light in the room? I'm like, how was I supposed to know the light was in your room? So that was pretty funny when I found out.
Hey, I plugged my Grinch back in. We'll see what kind of activity pops up.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about that in a while.
Well, because I unplugged all their stuff. Now, I still do have issues because, Benny sees things I don't see. And he usually lets me know what's going on. In fact, they were bothering him so bad the other day. I had to yell at him to go back to the basement because he would not stop. And he was looking at the same place he always does. So I knew what was going on, but.
Oh, poor Benny.
Yeah, they love to terrorize him. I don't know what it is. Like, Haven has not been getting terrorized like that, or if she has, she's been very quiet about it. But poor Benny.
I think they know that she's new.
Yeah, or else she just really doesn't know what to think about whatever's going on. So she just
they've been here the entire time, so it's normal.
Yeah, she walks away. I don't know. But I did turn the Grinch on. I don't. I leave that bedroom door open. I just blocked it off so the dogs wouldn't go in there, so they can't open and shut my door all the time. Because that's just unnerving. Okay, I'm done with Mnet. I was trying to get my votes in before I forgot.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the last show they were on was U4 that they didn't win. It was NCT that won. They won the pre-voting, just not the overall voting. I mean, just not the overall.
I am so annoyed that we are having to go up against an AI group. That just irritates the crap out of me.
Oh my lord! Yeah. I saw that too. I was so ticked off about that. I was just like, "Are you serious right now? They're first with us. They're first, but above us, like the freak. How are they winning? Like you don't know what they look like.
How are they even nominated?
I know.
How are they even nominated?
Oh, the frick no.
So annoying.
You don't know any.
I knew
You don't really know
when
anything
they
about.
started using AI, we were gonna get screwed. I freaking hate AI. I never
Yeah,
wanted
just
it.
take the tablet, baby. No, you did something to the Samsung that now it's not working. So you need to take this tablet. I know you don't know how to do Android. No? All right. There you go. This is why I can't like see the comments while I'm on Zoom. Then they take away the wrong devices from me.
Oh, it's okay. The girls left, so it wouldn't.
Yeah,
We wouldn't
nobody's in
really
there.
proceed. Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, but I actually did want to talk about one thing. And I actually started in the group chat, and it's that new group that Hype has with that company here in US, Cat's Eye.
The group that Hybe has.
Yeah, that global K-pop girl group.
The new one I've been seeing popping up. That was on KCON.
Yes.
The
them.
only thing that has popped up in my stuff for Hive is their CEO walking around with these
With the two girls?
The
these
YouTuber.
influencers
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
I saw that too. I saw
No,
that.
but
too.
and he's
Hive,
like, take
what
it
they
down or I'm
did.
gonna sue you. I'm like, honey, this is America. We don't have to take anything down.
I know.
Yeah,
Seriously.
we don't do
Do
that.
away. It
Freedom of
ain't gonna
speech
do no
over here.
good.
Freedom of speech over
Yeah,
here.
freedom of expression. We can do whatever we want. If you don't want pictures of you taken with those two influencers, then you know what you do. Don't hang out with the
Don't hang
influencers.
out with them.
It's not that hard of a thing.
No. But anywho, yeah, they paired up. They partnered up with a company here in the U.S. for auditions and whatnot, and blah blah blah.
Are they going to be
And
under like Scooter Braun because he's still here? I think he
I have
stepped away.
no
He's taken
idea.
another
I'm just
role or
going based
something.
off of what I've seen from a little bit on YouTube, so I didn't go into like a hard deep dive into it, like how I did with Stray Kids. Stray Kids, I just kind of went yippee and down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
See that I'm all like, I don't want to get too attached if y'all ain't gonna last. So
Okay.
yeah, that's
Did you see the new song "Slow" that came out yesterday for Big
I have not seen the music video.
No,
I've only seen the
okay,
teaser.
So they actually played the song. Like I was on live with them when they were just like, "Oh, 10 more seconds, 9 more seconds," type thing. And then as soon as it came out, we got to listen to it together. Just the audio for first, just the music first. Because they wanted to see our reactions first thing as soon as we see it. And then Hyunjin came on because we were doing it with Jisoo, that we were listening just the music. And then Hyunjin came on with him, and we got to watch that music video with them too. It was so sweet.
Cool.
Okay.
When is their album going to drop?
I think they're slowly starting to release song after song before it becomes like a full album, you know? I think they're just testing, they're getting feels out.
Like testing the waters type of thing?
Yeah, to see how people react to it. Since it is kind of like a new group and they're testing the waters with like silent.
And they've actually been getting a lot of attention like internationally.
Yeah.
Like I haven't actually seen the interviews, but I've seen like the YouTube thumbnails for it, and I think it's already been like 5 different places that have done interviews with them.
Yeah.
Well, and them doing that thing with Felix is going to help push them a
Oh
lot.
my lord, that was so cute. I was waiting for it too. I was just like, oh, when are they gonna do it with Felix or just anybody?
Felix is just
like I'm so excited.
So sweet. I mean, how many people would take time out to learn sign language just so that they can interact with them? You know, I just love Felix. He has just got the biggest heart, and he's so respectful. He's so respectful to everybody. He's just so sweet.
You know, Chenyong, he is so adorable. He literally is like a cute little what is it? He's like, I don't know. He's like a cute little teddy bear. He's adorable, and he's very cute. He loves you, the Aegyo type of stuff. Like he's so adorable. And
but they're still really young, aren't they? How old are they?
I think the youngest is still 19.
Yeah.
So the youngest is 19, so maybe they're not as young as I was thinking.
They're definitely 2000 babies. They're definitely 2000 babies. Yeah, I don't think there's any 19 there.
Yeah.
And they're looking for more people to add to the group too, so they're trying to expand their group. Which honestly, I feel like they're doing pretty well already with just the three of them. But I mean, to each their own if they want to add more people to the group.
Yeah.
But Hyunjin is more good with speaking English, so he definitely is the main vocal one when it comes to the lives. And Jisoo, I think it's adorable. He has a little translator remote little thing that he talks in, and it translates for him. I don't know if that's so good. I think it was the ice cream. I'm dying. I shouldn't have eaten it. I knew it looked funny.
Benny, I swear to God, I need a paintball gun.
Uh,
We're so interesting. I'm just sitting here eating a peach.
and I'm just dying. So
Oh, like oh.
oh my gosh. So I was looking on Facebook Marketplace, right?
Uh-huh.
And I was like, what can I see on here? So I'm like, Stray Kids popping up. Let me check, right? And I saw this the limited version of Go Live on
Really?
there. And they were selling it for at most like maybe $30. I mean, it
Does
says
it
a
have all
dollar
the
on there.
inclusions with it?
Yeah, it has the poster, it has the PCs, yeah. It says it's
Cool,
coming
cool.
with the laminated poster, and the PCs and stuff for $1. But there's this other people, they're selling like 47 of their albums from Stray Kids for $500. 47 of
Oh, I
them
know.
for
I've seen
500.
like the
And
prices
it
on Facebook.
has, well, it has, the thing about it is that within that collection, it has the limited version of Levanter, the limited version of Go Live, the limited of In Life, and the limited Monroe and limited Yellowwood.
Oh
See, I
So
wow.
have all of those.
I don't.
I need the Taiwan of all of them except for IMU. I have the Taiwan version of IMU, but I need the Taiwan version of I Am Who, I Am Not, and Yellowwood. Is that the
So I
only
don't
Taiwan
have.
versions, or did Miro?
No,
I
Mira
think,
was not Taiwan.
yeah, I think those are the only four that
It
had
was they
Taiwan.
didn't even do all of the IMUs. They did mixtape, two of the IMs, and Yellowwood.
So I don't have the limited version of Levanter or In Life and stuff like that. But I don't need all those albums.
I have a
So like,
limited No Easy that I don't want. I'm trying to sell it.
oh, I have that. That was like the easiest one to get out of all of them.
But
So
I
I'm
was
hoping
looking
to.
last night and I found a lot of the, those purple border JYP POBs that is really hard to find. They're really, really expensive. Like on Mercari, they're like $100, $200 each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I found most of them for 50-ish dollars. But at 50-ish dollars, I can only do like one a month. So it may or may not be there the next month when I'm ready to buy it.
Yeah, I hate that.
I'm not saying they're not worth it. I'm saying that I don't have the funds to go out and buy, 4 cards for $200 and it not affect me. I'm still trying
Yeah,
to pay bills
same,
here.
same. Which is why like I was looking into other alternatives, but getting these albums for like almost $200 is ridiculous. Ridiculous, I say.
Yeah, I can't find what I'm looking for.
Yeah, child, I think you broke this.
What was it?
A
Is it the
phone?
same one that tore Young Buggy?
No, that was the young of the twins. No, this one's the Macklin busted a phone because he was trying to clean the phone, but decided to squeeze the water out of the baby wipe and just spread it across the phone. So I'm trying to see if hopefully I can put it out into this Las Vegas heat to power too, and hopefully it'll dry up. No. Keep complaining, pal. You're the one eating Oreos and broke a phone. I'm trying to fix this before anyone finds out. Oh, but I brought up the Grover because I am low key a little bit more excited about this one than what I ever was about Richa when I heard about it.
Oh, the one, the international one?
Yes. So yeah, because I saw them dancing. I saw the music video for one of the songs from Cat's Eye, the one from Bitch Up, because I never really did for Bitch at all. I never gave him much attention. And dance wise, Cat's Eye is a lot better. Simply dance wise, that's it. The synchronization between those girls is a whole lot more better than what Bitch Up is.
Well, I think that group is disbanded or in the process of.
Oh yeah, more than likely because
even their socials have not been updated since like March or something like that.
Well, when did they get theirs on Fans? That's what I'm wondering. Because they used to have theirs on Fans and it's not on there anymore. It's just like it used to be at the top and they dropped it down to the bottom.
Yeah, because they also have one of the girls still on hiatus without any kind of word of what's happening with that. While Cat's Eye, they already had 2 million listeners on Spotify.
And then now he's trying to do the like Latin America thing. I'm like, have you not figured out that what you're doing is not going to work?
No, especially not if you don't train them. Because to what I know with the Netflix thing, now that they have the Netflix show coming out, these girls have been together and training for at the very least a year.
Yeah.
Because when Netflix docuseries like this, they typically don't stop.
A lot of people were complaining because he was choosing the girls based on looks rather than talent.
Yeah.
It's like, well, that's what happens.
Yeah. And then he didn't train them at all to be in any kind of synchronization. He didn't give them any kind of vocal, like, not kind of training like what he did, like what typically do in Korea.
We literally, yeah, exactly.
Nothing of it happened. So these girls don't even know how to live with each other. So you don't know how to live with each other. You don't know how to do this. You don't know how to do that. And then you get thrown immediately into a tour that's not even your own to essentially be either an intermission or a pre-show, which is not a thing in K-pop either.
It was like he basically did it like a little kid where he really, really wanted a toy and he finally got that toy and he played with it for like a couple seconds and he's like, I'm bored.
Yeah.
Not only that, but he also, with that being done, he also got the label of first global K-pop group attached to himself. Because again, from what Netflix does and everything, the Cat's Eye girls have been already together for a year. So I'm pretty sure JYP heard about this and said, no, let me do it first.
Betty!
That's all that happened.
Stop.
That's all that happened because I watched a live concert performance from both girls, a dance performance from both girls groups, and the official music video for both. And the synchronization between Cat's Eye, it is top notch. You can tell that they have rehearsed. You can tell that they have been trained. You can tell that they have worked their asses off.
Well, and I don't think the girls that JYP picked knew what they were getting into.
They did not.
So.
Because on TikTok, I saw a video of one of the girls. She bit off more than she can chew because she did a whole rendition of Thunderous. And she was winded. It is. And she was winded not even a quarter in. And you can hear it. She was winded a quarter in. She was trying to keep up and no. If she wanted to do a Stray Kids song, It would have been better for her to do either easy or backdoor.
Yeah.
Actually, I tried to do easy. That's actually really hard as well.
I don't think any of their dances are easy.
Yeah, they look.
I think
Some
all of
look
their
easy and
choreography
they're
is
very
really,
complicated.
No, but in easy and
yeah,
in backdoor, she would have had moments of like pauses in the choreography to where she could have been able to catch her breath
yeah,
to keep going.
Okay.
yeah,
It's not that it's simpler or easier, it's just that in both of them she would have had moments of like breathe, catch up, let's go.
yeah,
In Thunderous, you don't have that. In Thunderous, if you need to do it with less people, the least amount I can see you doing that is with 4 people.
yeah.
Their newer songs, though, I feel like are a little bit more easier to catch up on. Like the Chick Chick Booms looks really fun to do.
Yes, that's what
Yeah.
threw me off when I was trying to learn the choreo. I'm like, why am I like running over my own feet? What's going on?
Yeah.
And yeah, you gotta chill out and like work with it. Like just go slow, not as fast as you think.
I'm just watching them like I think it's when Han's in the middle and they're all like bending, they're all squatting down and walking at the same time, and I'm like, my body doesn't do that anymore.
You know what?
I would have
Liz,
to be the one in the middle standing up.
Liz sent me a video of this girl like going over Chan and the Chick Chick Boom thing. It was the funniest thing because that's exactly what I was thinking the whole time I was watching him do that. Maz looked like he's hitting it from behind. He looks like he's actually getting it with a girl. Like, no joke. Like, he's speaking from experience.
He was getting inspiration from somewhere.
Yeah,
He's gonna have to get
exactly.
inspiration from.
And
I'm
you
all
can
like, I don't
you
know
can
who's
see
gonna
that too
appreciate this.
because he's looking in an area like some of them are looking at the camera or something, but he's actually looking in the direction of where his hands are touching and going and stuff like that. I'm like, man, you are in a space that we are not there for.
The facial expressions he was doing.
Yeah, exactly. Like every single like the moment that he started doing that moves, like that's all I kept thinking about. And you sent me that, I'm like, I'm glad to know that's not just me.
You need to send me that list so I can see what the hell y'all are talking about.
It's in Spanish.
Yeah, it's
Spanish. The
Spanish.
girl was talking about it in Spanish.
Oh, I don't care. I know the song. I don't have to listen to the words.
I guess you could just look at the mannerism that's going on.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll send it to you then.
Okay. Oh.
Because yeah.
Yeah, that's how I was like, man, you're getting my imagination blowing up. I'm like,
I have a feeling someone else noticed this as well and was thinking the same thing. I'm like,
yeah. I was
So
like, oh, those facial. Also, that's your facial expressions. I see. Interesting. Interesting.
Claudia just wants to see towards her.
Huh?
I said Claudia just wants those facial expressions pointed towards her.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely, definitely. And the way he was doing it too, I probably wouldn't even be able to see them anyways.
Oh, well, girlies.
So are we done?
I think we're done. I mean, we've been really bad about putting anything. You beat us all out and putting things in Discord this week.
I know.
And that was still slow for me.
Yeah.
So when I do start posting, I try to at least do 2 for every room that I'm a part of. And it's like, that was slow.
Yeah, I didn't. This was a
for,
weird week. I didn't put anything in any, I think I put one recipe in somewhere, so that was it. So
Yeah.
however,
See,
that
I can't even
street
do that
corn
within my
pasta
room.
salad, the street corn pasta salad that I posted, it's good. It's really, really good.
I have to look at it,
So,
see if I see my peeps are willing to try it.
it's really good. In fact, I'm fixing to go put some in the freezer and freeze it out so my family can eat it later. Because I can freeze it for up to 3 months. So yay.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It won't last that long, but you can.
Ah. What?
She sounds like she's feeling better.
Yeah. And she wants to eat, but she can't eat heavy foods yet. I don't know. Oh, go get
Make her
those
some
crackers
scrambled
that are on the
eggs.
table.
Yeah, crackers will work.
Yeah.
If she can hold down crackers and water, she's probably on her way to wellness. So
Yeah. So far today, she ate some grapes and crack. Actually, I don't know everything. Oh, she ate eggs.
Oh, then yeah, she's on her way to getting better.
Yeah, she worried me a little bit when she was saying that her stomach was hurting a little bit earlier, but I guess we'll see. Tomorrow I'll try to get her onto like eating regular foods again and see what happens.
yeah. Hopefully it stays down.
Yeah. I got to feel my nephew kick for the first time in my little sister's belly.
So cute.
He was being shy for a little while, and I finally got to feel it today.
Do you know the gender? Is it a boy?
It's a boy. Yeah, it's a boy.
Cool.
Aww.
We don't know the name yet because my little sister wants to wait until after the baby's born to tell us.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah. At least you know that way she's not getting influenced on whether or not, oh, that's not a good name. Oh, that's a bad name. Isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what happened with Amethyst. They were like trying because I wanted to change her name, and they're like, "Oh no, you're not gonna want to change her name. Like that's bad." Da 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 da. So I only did her middle and her last name. She got to keep her first name. I was like, ugh, whatever. I guess Amethyst is an okay name.
It's a pretty name.
Yeah, but it's not a name I chose, so that's why I wanted it.
Yeah, I get it.
Oh, you want to be hugged? Oh, nice. This is the one I feel about Betty.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, you got a friend. Is this your young one or the older one?
This is the older one.
The one that tore Felix in half?
Yes, this is the one that tore Felix in half.
Are they identical?
Yes. Oh, hi.
So sweet.
So I was thinking of getting a 23andMe done on my daughter because I kind of wanted to wanted to know what she like all was because I just been literally telling people she's a mutt.
But you know what? If you can prove her DNA as far as American Indian, there are so many programs out there, especially when she gets older for like college and stuff. All of her stuff will be paid for.
If I'm being completely honest, stuff does already get paid for since she was technically in the foster system. And if I'm being honest with that as well, I'd rather her not have anything to do with the tribes, to be honest.
Yeah, but still, if she can get free college, I would do it.
She can get free college now. She has free college set for life because she was in the foster systems. Like the government already says it. Yeah, so that I'm not worried about that. The only thing I'm gonna be saving up for is Nikita.
For the what? Oh, the quinceañera.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna be saving up for. But yeah, it's just because like to get those benefits, I would actually have to get her put into the tribe to get those benefits. And quite honestly, I don't want. Yeah, I just don't want to do that because that would mean that she would have to accept that part of her in that her heritage and claim that part of her.
I think she should be able to do that once she's an adult and can make that decision.
Which naturally is what they let them do, but this time they just didn't care. They just did not care. But
you like your hat?
I don't think she is Native American. I'm pretty sure she, she's giving off some feelings. I don't know. She might be a little bit Puerto Rican, which I'm like, oh, Puerto Rican, really? But whatever. Okay.
So she's like full on Latina. Just a mixed Latina, but a Latina nonetheless.
She's definitely Mexican. I can tell you that. She's half Mexican. That I know. But the other half, I don't know. I don't know what she's mixed with. But I'm curious to know 'cause I want to know.
Yeah. Well, you can
And
always have it down
we'll see.
for
She has a
for
few
you.
options. Yeah, she has a few options. So she could either be part Puerto Rican, because that was one of the guys we were suspecting, or I don't know what it was, but it was this guy that was in the military too. So it's, I don't know. I don't know what race that guy was, so can't really say for sure. Maybe
Yeah.
a white boy.
Who knows?
I guess when I do it, I'll know.
Yeah.
And then plus it like weeds out your relatives, so that's one of the reasons why I'm also hesitating. I don't really want to know who her relatives are on the dad's side.
Yeah. Because they do put it in a database and people could find her.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm worried about. I mean, I'm worried about that, but at the same time, I'm not worried about that, especially since I'm already planning on moving overseas. There's really nothing they can do about it, but still.
Yeah. And then I can
I,
go visit Claudia.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. That's what I tell my siblings. I'm just like, you literally will have a free place to stay. Like, come on now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And who knows, if you're up by Busan, you can, find yourself a husband and get all your stuff paid for.
You know, when I was in Korea, while Busan was okay, it definitely didn't feel like a place I would settle down at.
Really? I
It
see.
it
I would
seems
want to
like
be in
the
one of the
biggest.
country. I want to
It
be in
just
one of
seems like,
the little rural country towns. I don't want to
yeah.
live in like Seoul or whatever it is. I don't.
Well,
I'm
the
not a
thing about
city
it
person.
is that in Busan, it didn't feel rural. Like it felt
That looks like a very
tourist.
busy city.
It's a very touristy city, definitely. Like
Yeah.
everywhere, like it was very busy, and it's one of those places uh that you definitely have to wear a mask around, because there was like trash everywhere.
Yeah. I've heard that it's very trashy.
Yeah. Seoul was definitely like Gangnam. That one was pretty nice. The place where I was at, it felt very homey. Like it wasn't busy. Like we got to walk around and the streets weren't busy whatsoever. We would walk past an elementary school and it was cute watching the kids come out of the school and start walking home. Like it was very nice.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but if I do move over that way, I'll probably start off. I'll try to get my associates done here, and I'm thinking of maybe I could probably get my bachelor's finished over there, or
See, I
would
already
I be
have
able
my
to?
bachelor's degree.
I
It's just
don't.
not in any kind of education.
It doesn't have to be.
It's the
Korea
general
does.
studies. I was in college for 7 years. There is a point to where you just want to get the hell out. So
Yeah.
that's why I changed
Um.
everything because they were
I
they were
legit
dropping
dropped
my
out twice.
classes.
Yeah. They literally said they don't care what bachelor's degree you have. You just need to have a bachelor's degree.
I definitely got that.
I don't. So I have to go start my bachelor's degree. So I'm gonna try to get my associates here and hopefully get my bachelor's degree somewhere else.
Well, you could probably get it online.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping to do. But it's hard to pick a school where you could get it done at,
Yeah.
all online without you having to actually go into the school to get stuff done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most definitely.
And actually
All
be
right,
credited.
girlies. It's nearly 9 o'clock. Should we wrap things up?
Yeah, I
We
have to
can.
drive it. I have to drive an hour to go to my mom's house anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, because apparently the daycare's got to be closed tomorrow, so I have to go drop Emphasis off at my mom's house. So I'm trying to crash
Oh,
at her house
yeah,
before I
you
gotta
better
go to
go get
work.
that done then.
Oh
So,
yeah.
all righty, ladies. Well, thanks everyone for joining us, and we will be back next Sunday. Hopefully, we will actually put something in Discord.
That
Oh,
has
I
stuff to
know.
actually talk about.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
I think we talked about a good amount of subjects here. That was a good talk.
yeah, yeah. So, but thank
Always
you
have
everyone for
dinner.
joining us, and we will see you next Sunday. So, bye.
Bye.